Hey guys, Elton here. Oh boy, we got a hell of a lot of snow last night. It looks like we got about 30 centimeters, maybe 35 in some places. And with the snow coming down today, it looks like it might get up to 40 centimeters. And those of you who are American viewers, like my friend Dave and others, Frank, that's about almost 4 feet of snow, man. On the corner here of Davidson and Adam, or as the French here like to say, Ada. And I just walked out of my place. I live a block away there on Cuvillier. And I figured, what's the rush in going to take the bus? I ain't going to be on time. Look at all the fucking snow. Especially since all the buses we have are low floor buses, because God forbid you should have a high floor bus which goes through the snow like it's fucking nothing. And you know, they have to be wheelchair accessible, and they have to be accessible for people with reduced mobility. Anyway, enough said. So that's one of the reasons why those people are waiting there. Look at that, man. You know, those low floor buses, they're fucking garbage when it comes to snowstorms. You know, they don't cut through. Last time we had a snowstorm on January 20th, which oddly enough was the first snowstorm of the season for 2018-2019. Today's February 13th, 2019. And I took a scrap on the Saint Laurent route there, in the 55 route, and man, we got to a part there where there was a lot of snow on the side. Not even as much as this, though, mind you. And the goddamn bus was just stuck. It was stuck. The guy took it seemed to take almost 5 minutes for him to get out of that rut. And that's how it goes, man. Again, it's enough said. That's the way it is. If you want low floor buses, well, that's what you get. You get fucking crap service. You know, we are far from the days of logic, my friends. You know. By the way, I'll tell you something else too. We've come to a point where low floor buses have always seemed to have cost more than the conventional high floor buses, which are built on a ladder type frame, as it's known, like a truck frame. They're just cheaper to make. And I could think of a few reasons why, you know. I think I'm going to turn down the next street here, go left towards Saint Catherine. Maybe I'll be able to catch a scrap or something. My itinerary is, when there's a snowstorm like this, to head to see if I can film the freight train. I gotta go to St. Henry, because that's the quickest way to get to a main line from here by metro, because it's next to a metro station. And, boy, it's an advantage to walking in the street, eh? There's almost nobody driving here. And I think maybe later on, I don't know, maybe I'll go to Côte des Neiges Boulevard, and maybe I'll be able to film some scrap actually struggling in the snow. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Dépanneur Danny. For some reason, all of a sudden, I think of this guy I know named Danny. He's a classic car collector. He's a nice guy, but he's definitely an eccentric like me. I mean, the guy has like, I don't know how many muscle cars, but he never drives any of them. He says, if I drive it, it's gonna lose its value. Isn't that charming? Isn't that well redone? Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this scrap. Speaking of cheap vehicles, scrap. Jesus Murphy. Wow. These people are gonna have their work cut out for you, eh? So check the news this morning. Looks like all the major school boards are closed today. They're closed. They're closed. You know what's funny actually about this street is right here. This kind of row house here, right here. It's all one. It's like one piece, you know. Tout ensemble. Yeah. I have to wear the boots today though because of all the snow. I don't always wear these because they're fucking heavy, and I have arthritis in one foot, eh? So. It's like no joke. No joke! Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to film this in parts like I did last time, because the snowstorm hit its zenith last night sometime. So you can see it's snowing, but it's not snowing heavily. I don't know, they said snowing heavy at times today. I'm like, eh. You know. But snow really does make things beautiful, though, doesn't it? I mean, even though I mean, don't get me wrong. Me, like you, any of you who live here in the Northeast, or even Midwest. I'm fed up with winter, but still, when you have fresh snow falling, it's beautiful. You know, it's gorgeous. Wow, check that out. There you go, that says it all, eh? That says it all. One of the things I hate about these boots, though, is that for some reason, the left one on the foot with the arthritis, that it seems to kind of rub on my heel. Ah, fuck, it's annoying. Putain de merde, call this. Oh well, I'll survive. And then you know what's going to happen tomorrow? It's going to be snow removal time. Oh baby. Oh yeah. And then the days after, and then for a long time, I think maybe for more than a week, that's for sure. It's going to take a long time to move all this shit. Get rid of it. Yeah, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find a fucking Detroit-powered old school snowblower like a SMI or a LaRue. Even if it doesn't have a fucking Detroit, it's got an old Cummins. Something from even Ville Saint Laurent. I remember I researched that last year. Their trucks used to be gray and white, you know, and they're snowblowers as well. And I filmed one last year, the year before. I don't even know. They might have retired of the fucking thing already. And it was like they had bought all those, and I think they bought like 3 of them in like 2000. I mean, 2000, it's almost 20 years old already, for crying out loud. And here we are at the Rue Sainte-Catherine. And there's Fire Station 20 over there. 20. Fire Station 13, excuse me. La Caserne. Fire Station is Caserne in French. Let's see here. Boy, not a lot of traffic today, huh? Yeah. Well, might as well keep walking. I go walking after midnight. Gotta sometimes check the viewfinder to see if I'm still fucking recording, you know? But it's not too cold. The wind's not bad. It's -6. Christ, I even feel overdressed, come to think of it. Oh my god, yeah. I feel too warm now. Too warm. Oh, that bird is happy, eh? Got a hummingbird? I don't know birds too well. Whatever. I know cars. Old cars. Old trucks. Wow. Yeah. Well, I came also down this way because I thought about walking to Joliet Metro, but it's all uphill, you know, and it's more than a 10-minute walk. And with this kind of all the snow, it just makes it even longer and tougher. And I'm like, well, there's probably a bus running every 15 minutes going the 34 route on this street going every 15-20 minutes. I figure whatever, I'll make my way slowly. Since the wind don't seem to be too bad, maybe I'll even make my way to the Canadian Pacific overpass over there and film some diesel action. Or maybe not, I don't know. La Rue Préfontaine, with the station with the same name up several blocks north of here. Oh, you know what? I should take this opportunity to tell you guys a strange thing that happened on the bus the other day. You know, those of you guys who follow my videos closely, service truck. That's a Montreal Fire Department service truck. They go around fixing and maintaining the fire trucks. Anyway, I was on the 112 route bus in the LaSalle sector on Sunday. Beautiful, beautiful day on Sunday. Beautiful. And anyway, see, this doesn't even look like a snowstorm. Am I even going to title it a snowstorm? Even before I left, there was Environment Canada had the winter storm warning there, in effect. Anyway, I get on the 112 on I don't know, whatever fucking street in LaSalle there, and there was this lady in front of me, this black lady, you know, and I think she might have been around, probably close to my age. I don't know. I mean, black people don't age as badly as white people, you know. So, and or quickly anyway. So there's your perfect ideal vehicle for today. Ideal vehicle. Okay, there's people waiting there. You see, that's a good sign. That I did not miss the bus, but I can see some of them are. It sucks if you gotta be late for work. That's one of the aspects about jobs I fucking don't miss whatsoever. You know, the pressure, the stress you feel about being late. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm late. I mean, even though it is a snowstorm, I mean, Christ, it's still stress. Fucking stress is a motherfucker. I knew I was gonna have a hard time telling this fucking story. Ah, there's our beloved sidewalk cleaner, made by Bombardier. Yeah. Probably made at a time when Bombardier still makes sense, eh? Years ago. And what's Bombardier now? Bombardier has become a fucking embarrassment. I hate to say it. No offense to any of you guys I know work there. Anyway, anyway, so to continue my story. So this lady that's in front of me, this black lady, okay? I see a single seat on the free single seat on the right side, and but she wants to sit in the first double seat, which you don't have in these fucking pieces of shit, right? By the way, God forbid, you know, you have to make place. So this is like fucking STM. Why don't you just take out all the fucking seats and save $100? You know, look, riding in that Audi is like the complete opposite of this fucking piece of shit. I'd rather ride in that coach over there. Fuck. Like in New York, you could ride coaches like that. Anyway, so I got my eye on that single seat, but the lady in front of me, she wants to sit badly in the first double seat, and there's this guy who's sitting there, middle-aged guy, and he's got this white sports bag on the seat next to him, right? If you catch my drift. And she's like motioning, so I go to grab that single seat, I sit down, and she's still insisting she wants to sit there. And she's like motioning, she's like, can I sit there? And finally she fucking loses it on the guy. She fucking loses it on the guy, and she says, move your bag. I said, I want to fucking sit there, for Christ's sake. Are you fucking stupid or what? She loses it, just like that. She says that out loud, she loses it. For a fucking seat. So finally, after a few minutes of bus moving there, the middle-aged guy next to her gets up with his bag he had to put on his lap. And and he gets off, and then he goes next to the window where the chick, like, now she took his seat, right? Next to the window in the double seat. And he bangs on the window twice, like he mumbles something to her, like, seemed like a low talker, you know? He mumbles to her, like, I'm gonna get you kind of thing. I don't know what he said. He was French. And he had an English accent, you know, and she starts going like this at the window, looking. I'm going, like that, giving me a kiss. She's like, bye, honey, bye, sweetheart. And, you know, mind you, when this happened, there was an old black lady in front of me. I think most of the black people around that area in LaSalle, they're Jamaican, by the way, like NDG, you know. And that lady turned around and looked at me, and she's like, what the fuck? You know, she gave me that look. She had sunglasses on. I was like, what's going on with that lady? Why is she making a big deal about that seat? It was like something out of a Seinfeld episode, actually, come to think of it. That's how bizarre it was. I think that's the strangest thing I've ever seen happen on a bus. Seriously. All right, so let's go see what's going on with the 34. There's the bus. Well, there you go. Right on. I had a feeling it was going to happen. So now I'm going to go take the scrap. And maybe I'll resume this later. Bye. All right, a little bit of a random spur of the moment video here. It's the bell that tolls for thee. I just thought it's kind of weird that they rang the bell at like 6 p.m., you know? I don't know. Anyway, 40 centimeters of snow. That's about 4 feet of snow, man. I like them apples. Yeah, it's 6 p.m., 13th of February. And I traveled around today around town by bus and walking, and I'll tell you something, I was glad that I don't own a car. You know, it's time like this, it's great not to own a car, because I mean, seriously, look at this. What a fucking pain in the ass. You gotta take off all that snow, you gotta shovel your car out. Even if you have a parking garage, you might get stuck somewhere, or you might not be able to find parking somewhere. Not to be a negative Nancy, but I'm good at it. I did it for you. Sometimes by being negative, you're being positive. But on the other hand, as I mentioned, that I even have to take scrap here and there. Fuck, I mean, you know, I mean, look at this. Look at the way that car's parked. That's all over the place. Ooh, what's that siren? Anyway, that's about it. Going out later in about an hour or so to film some snow removal, or as we call it in French, déneigement. So, peace.